it is November 1st. However, we are less than 48 hours or 24 hours away from what was Halloween. So we are going to do the best horror movies. And the order today is Wyatt, myself, Ben.
All right, I'll start her off. But first, fair warning: I'm not a big horror movie guy. I've watched like the famous ones, the big ones, but I'm just not super avid horror movie watcher because I'm kind of a sissy. But I'm gonna go with the scariest one that I have watched. Again, I think it's one of the most common ones, and that is The Conjuring. Pretty scary movie. The clapping, you see the demon's face in the wardrobe or on top of the wardrobe. Couldn't sleep for like 3 months. That was miserable. But yeah, that was the scariest one I've watched.
It was a great movie. I do like that one a lot. My first one is going to be Halloween Resurrection. So it's part of the Halloween series, but not one of the originals. I believe this one was made 07, I want to say. I believe it's one of the Rob Zombie remakes, not the original filmmaker, but this is the one where it shows Michael Myers as a young kid, kind of goes through his life of bullying and stuff like that, and kind of shows like his progression into who he became. I just think it's a really well done movie. Shows a lot of backstory from, I want to say that was like the 6th Halloween movie made, so there's a lot of like build up that they then went back and explained. Just think it's a really well done movie. Scary, good, good plot. So yeah, Halloween Resurrection.
Like it. I like it. Mine has a special place in my heart. Probably one of the first scary movies I ever saw. Like Wyatt, I'm not much of a scary movie person. I do enjoy like the like thriller, like not scary, but like kind of suspenseful. High School. I mean, you guys know what it's like. You're hanging out with a lady. She wants to watch a scary movie, and I couldn't say no at that point. So I said, all right, fine, let's watch something. That movie was Insidious. There is a scene, if you guys have seen Insidious, where they go into like the baby's room and the demon's standing by the baby's crib and they say, what do you want? And it points. Well, guys, if you've ever been to my parents' house, you would know that the inside of that room looked exactly like my room. I didn't go to my room for 2 days. I slept on the couch downstairs. I couldn't do it. Like, I'll go up and change during daytime, but I'm not even going to even try to go into that room at night. Killed me. Horrifying.
Yeah.
I watched that movie with a few buddies of mine in college, and when that scene came up and it showed that demon, my buddy just let out the biggest high-pitched girly scream.
Was when they're sitting at the table and it pops up behind them?
Oh, yeah, that too.
The demon things freak me out. Especially the jump scare demon. Oh, my God. Immediately a nightmare. Like,
yep.
And it's so stupid. Like, I don't like the spiritual, like, demons and type stuff, but then, like, the serial killers and stuff, that doesn't scare me. And I'm like, well, that's kind of like reverse because you should be worried about the other thing. But no, I don't care.
Right.
One's actually proven, right. One's more, I mean, I kind of believe in demons and ghosts, but not really. Can't really prove those. But yeah, you would think a serial killer that eats people would freak me out. Nope. Just the ghost.
Doesn't do it for me.
Nope.
So that's gonna be my first one. Second one, oh man, there's a couple. I'm gonna kind of do it. Movies for me. I'm gonna go do Midsummer next. I really like that. I think it's A24 is the company that makes those movies. Really liked it. Really like it's one of those really weird ones. Not super scary, but interesting. Like one of those that it's not a second screen type movie. Like you actually watch it. You're not just playing on your phone the whole time.
I've never seen it.
It's pretty good.
I haven't either. Just wrote that one down.
Florence
my
Pugh.
List. Really?
Yeah. I think that was kind of like one of her like first big breakout roles. Like she was really good. You guys were like, it's like they go to this town in Sweden and it's like they do this like weird ritual thing yearly. You guys would like it. Check it out.
All right. I am going to go with another remake, which I don't hate the original either. I just thought the remake was a touch better. Friday the 13th, 2009 remake, I believe it is. This was the first year I actually watched any of the Friday the 13th movies, and I watched just about all of them. That one was my favorite. It's very similar to the original. It's just a little bit newer, a little bit more modern. But yeah, thought it was just overall kind of same to the Halloween, just a really good backstory and plot, scary, all that.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those, not all the way through, but seen clips and pieces of those movies. Like Ben, I'm gonna say kind of close to me. This was like taking dates out, like, and when you're just able to go. I don't think it was our movies. I think they were PG-13. But it was like, 8th grade to freshman, sophomore year of high school. It was the Paranormal Activities.
Yeah.
Those ones always, I knew they were fake, but those ones freaked the piss out of me. And you would always go in a movie theater as like a thing to do with like a date or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
those freaked me out, terrified.
Dude, those were so big back then because they looked like the real like footage. You knew
Right.
they were fake, but like as you're watching it, it just feels like you're watching like the security camera. Oh,
Yeah.
it freaked me out.
Yeah.
Similar to the home recording vibe, I'm gonna go with the Blair Witch Project. Not very scary. Like you never really see like the pop out or anything, but just like I don't know, just it's all jump scares and it kind of seems realistic, especially like I don't know if you guys hunt or anything, but like walking out to the woods like in the morning by yourself in the dark, like that movie will make that so terrifying for you. So yeah, that one was again not very scary, but it's just like makes you think and then it freaks you out because then you're starting thinking. So also a pretty iconic film.
Yes.
I'll remember that in 2 weeks from today during opening day.
At least you have a
I'll
gun
remember
with
that.
you, so it makes it a little bit better. But also, I
True.
don't know, man. The dark in the woods. There might be a witch.
So I need to rewatch that one because that one was another one I watched one time back in college, and I was just like, that movie sucked.
Yeah.
But I know a lot of people rave about it, so I need to rewatch it. But all right, my second one, similar to The Conjuring and Insidious because they're all kind of tied together, but I will take The Conjuring #2, which I thought was just a step better than the first Conjuring. Like very similar, same type of deal. But as far as a lot of scary movies, the plot kind of sucks and it's just not made very well. I thought The Conjuring 2 was just extremely well done. I mean, all those movies were Conjuring 1, Insidious, Annabelle, all those. But yeah, just thought The Conjuring 2 was my favorite of the Conjurings.
I like how they all kind of tie in together. I do think that's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A lot of like horror movies are kind of one-offs. So that whole series is I think there's something special about them.
Yeah.
So my next one, I guess it falls into the horror. It's not super scary, but it's one of those that like kind of messed me up for a while. It's Mother with Jennifer Lawrence. And it's a take on like, how there's like movies, but it's like really something like completely different. Like it's a story for something much bigger. It's like kind of like the creation of man, and because it starts out just like with a husband and a wife in a house in the middle of nowhere, and like more people come in. I'm not gonna ruin it for you, but like the story is just incredible, and the ending is so like gut wrenching. I don't know now that I'm a father if I could watch it again.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah, like I remember being sick to my like, and usually I don't feel like that, but I remember being pretty sick to my stomach during like the ending. It's one of those endings that like you just feel gutted. It's absolutely worth a watch. I have been told I have pretty like crazy out there like taste in movies. So if you guys watch it, let me know. Let me know. And anybody in the comments if you watch it, let us know too. The last one, I think we can all agree to. Anything that's based on anywhere or anything true, notches up. Like 100 notches up. Amityville Horror with Ryan Reynolds.
Yep.
Absolutely. If you haven't seen it, I think it's one of the like quintessential must-watch horror movies.
Yep. Yeah, good picks. Have not seen the Mother one, but again, add that to my list.
Let me know.
Yeah, I was telling you guys before the show, I've just cranked out scary movies in the last 2 months, so still kind of in the vibe, even though Halloween's over. Probably watch them through Thanksgiving. But okay, my last one. There's quite a few I could choose from. I'm gonna go with the movie Hush. Not sure if you guys are familiar with that one, but it's basically a deaf woman alone in her house, out in kind of the middle of nowhere, and this guy is just like kind of harassing her, and it's just really well done. She can't talk. She can't hear. So the whole movie is like kind of unique on. It's tough to explain. Have you guys seen it?
I saw parts of it because it used to be on Netflix, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of a newer movie. It's just unique. Pretty well done. Scary,
looks
good
great.
plot.
I do want to see it because from what I did see, I really liked it.
Yeah, I would recommend.
All right, my last one. I don't know if you guys ever saw this one. It's not Mother, but it's called Mama. And it is terrifying to me. It's like these two little kids, they find them in the woods and they're like wild. And then they bring in their demonic mother with them who was taking care of them in the woods. And it's just like the long, skinny witch lady, or like her back breaks backwards and she's crawling it's so and like she always like looks at the kids, like are always looking at the corner, and the parents never knew why, and then it was because like the spider demon mom was like in the corner. Like, oh, it's so freaking scary to me. And then it's like the same, I think it's the same actress that's like in the like the nun girl. She looks just like that chick. Yeah, she's like in all the horror movies. But yeah, it freaks me out.
I forgot about that one. That one is scary, dude. You're right.
You're
You're 100% right.
Ending of that, I pissed my pants. I was so scared. Not because I was laughing. I was so scared that I pissed myself. This was like, I don't know, sophomore year of high school. Me and my friend are watching it in the basement. I got so scared, man. Did not sleep a wink that night.
No.
Yeah. So by title, I did not recognize that, but when you started explaining it, I'm pretty sure I've seen that and really liked it.
I'm not even going to look it up, but I'm pretty sure it's called Mama. I will not even look it up on my screen. Yeah.
Okay. I threw that on my list too, because when you were explaining like the broken back and like the kids looking in the corner, it all is coming back to me. I think it's a movie I've been looking for a couple of years.
I gotta look at my corners now. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Might have nightmares just talking about it.
You better start listening to the Bettor and Green podcast. You will not regret it. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And hey, I'm Dean Blandino.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Bettor and Green, eh? To Bettor and Green, eh? To Bettor and Green, eh? Listen in and cash out. That's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover all spots from the bottom to the top. Hey, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome, welcome to our podcast, Bettor and Green.